Okay. Period. How am I gonna do this? Is that good? I don't have a plan for what this like sleepover type of thing is going to be. I actually got on my spam account like what people did at sleepovers, and here are some of the responses. I was getting a little lost because I feel like I've never been to a real sleepover, so we're gonna do a sleepover aliyah style, aka we're gonna be pouring our heart out, ranting, girl talks, and gossiping all up until midnight. So I feel like it's time for the sleepover to really start. It's currently 10:15 p.m. I just got back from running to get my charger from my boyfriend's house because I left it there from when I spent the night, and I just feel like we need to go ahead and get this started. I feel like at sleepovers a lot of people do face masks and stuff, so I'm really in the mood to just do a lot of skincare. So we're gonna go ahead with starting by doing just some skincare, and then we're gonna get into chatting it up. So I'm probably gonna wash my face off camera, and of course you already know how I'm coming. I'm gonna be using the Aztec Indian clay mask on my face today just because I feel like since we're both here, I think this is something that could both benefit our skin, and I feel like it would just help us. So I don't know if you want to use mine or like whatever, but if you want to use mine I can make you some like in the cup and then you can use it by yourself. But I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up. I'm gonna have extra for you, of course, and then we're just gonna put on these face masks and start, you know, chit-chatting it up. Okay, so let's close that, straighten this up. Before we get any further to today's video, I'd like to say that today's video is in fact sponsored by one of my favorite brands of all time, which you guys may or may not know, which is Curology. Y'all know that I'm a long-time user of Curology, so you know that this shit is legit. So I'm pretty sure we've all seen a Curology ad at some point in our lives, and if you haven't, welcome to your first one. Me personally, I love Curology's products, and especially their custom skincare cream, just because it makes my skincare kind of routine just so simple and straight to the point. I know exactly what's happening to my skin and why, thanks to their special dermatology providers. I personally love knowing what's going on with my skin, and thanks to their providers I can ask them any questions, and if I don't really like the way that my skin's coming out with their custom formula, which I'm going to show you mine, if I have any issues with my personally custom Curology treatment, I can simply message my provider, get some quick fixes, and boom, I have a new formula on the way and ready for me in my next round of delivery. And I just feel like the whole concept of Curology is so fun because it's made for your skin. It has things that you want to get done for your skin. Me personally, I've been dealing with a lot of redness with the fall, so I've been using heavy my Curology custom treatment, as long as there are other products such as their moisturizer and cleanser, just to, you know, even out my skin and get my skin to where it is. And thanks to Curology, I actually have been becoming more confident in my skin because I've also been trying to kind of even out my skin tone, and I don't feel the need to wear foundation or stuff anymore. And yes, this is my skin without foundation or any makeup. I know, it looks so good. Thanks to Curology for that one. Did you guys know that I am a longtime user of Curology and I am a hardcore stan of Curology? Of course, I had to get you guys the hookup. If you're interested in trying Curology, all you have to do is pay for the $4.95 shipping and handling, not for any of the products, any of the stuff. Some of the stuff that you can get includes a custom formula, a facial cleanser, and a moisturizer for free. For free! All you have to do is pay for the $4.95 shipping. So if you're interested in trying out Curology, make sure you click the link down below in my description. And thank you so much again for Curology for sponsoring this video. And don't forget, you get all that stuff for free. Just gotta pay for the $4.95. And you could thank Curology for that one, for even giving me this opportunity. So thank you so much, Curology, for sponsoring this video. And let's go ahead and get into whatever this video is, because quite frankly, I don't know. Okay. Why do I have a bra on? I'm literally about to go to sleep. Judge me how you judge me. Take them bitches out the trap. You don't know love. You don't love me like my trap. Every day, girl, they don't say that in the vibe. Do you remember like not even 10 seconds ago, I was like, we're gonna do this mask. Yeah, well, I don't have any plastic spoons or cups to mix this in, so we're gonna have to put this away because we can't use like metal or else it quote unquote deactivates the mask, whatever bullshit that is. I don't know, whatever the science is behind that. That's its thing. Instead, I pulled out 2 face masks that I actually got from Target. If you want to use one or the other, that's totally fine, but if you don't want to use one, I'm going to use both of them, and I'm just gonna, you know, take out, swap turns, whatnot. So I have this chill out face mask for stressed skin because Lord knows I am stressed. Have you seen my calendar for this week? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out and put it on. I didn't wash my face or anything, but we're at a sleepover, so God knows I didn't bring any of my stuff. I was literally gonna take some shots and crash. I didn't prepare for this. When it comes to like skincare and stuff like that, I feel like just overall, sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing enough because I be seeing all these girlies and stuff like on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube doing the absolute most for when it comes to like skincare and stuff like that. How am I supposed to do this? I feel as if I'm not doing enough, like as a woman sometimes, because I kind of talked about this in my Glow Up Diaries episode 3 if you missed it. I feel like I don't do enough as like a woman when it comes to self-care and stuff like that, because I see all these people doing these stuff I didn't even know that existed, and now I feel like I have to do it to prove, like, what's it called, my femininity in a way. And like, I don't have to do them at all. Like, literally I talked about it for 20 plus minutes in my Glow Up Diaries video about glow up culture specifically, and I know I don't have to do that, but just being so wrapped up in social media and wanting to portray myself as somebody who is on top of their shit all the time, it gets exhausting when you see people constantly coming up with new things to do for your skin and hair and body care, and what your body care routine should be, and how often you should get your hair done and stuff like that. And it's just so exhausting. Like, I don't know. That shit is wild. I just feel like I also need to do a better job with being vulnerable, specifically. Was my eyelash in there? It is. The only time my eyelash was a mess. I just feel like I also need to do a better job of just being vulnerable on YouTube, because I feel like I used to be very, very, very open. But like, as I got older and I went through some things on socials and personally, I started becoming more closed off and reserved. Not saying I'm still like not open and whatnot, because I feel like I still am, but I'm open about stuff that doesn't matter. Like, I show you how school's going, but do we talk about how school makes me feel? No. And I don't know, I just feel like I need to open back up and show my feelings more, especially as I get older, because I have a young impressionable audience. Not all y'all are young, but a lot of y'all are young, and I want to show you that being vulnerable and opening up to your feelings is normal. And considering I'm about to be 20, I really need to do a better job with being a better role model. Even though I didn't ask to be a role model, I'm still put on kind of a expectation to do so. I feel like I need to start practicing better habits, not just for my sake, but also for y'all's sake, so you don't end up going down the wrong path because aliyah said so. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just like moved us to like my kind of bed space, and yes, my bed isn't made. I don't make my damn bed every day because I'm not a perfect human being, and I skip it sometimes. I literally had to wake up at like, well, I didn't have to wake up, but I woke up at like 6 this morning. I mean, I woke up at 7 this morning, and I got out the bed at like 8 so I can edit my last video that you guys saw and get that ready for viewing for y'all. And yeah, I've been up since 7 and it's pretty late now, so you guys are really gonna get like a wind down with me, if that makes sense. But I just feel as if sometimes I'm doing not everything wrong. Like, I know I have some things going right for me, but sometimes I feel like most of the stuff that I do is like a misstep, because I constantly just, you know, sometimes miscalculate based on past things. I usually base my current standing based on how I acted before, and when I do certain things, I see my younger self jumping out sometimes, and I'm like, damn, she's back and she has to go. So sometimes I just feel like I'm constantly failing, and like sometimes it's exhausting. Like, I have these really high highs and really low lows where I feel like I'm doing everything right, I'm getting this money, I'm getting these grades, and then other times I'm like, I can't get anything right, and like, I'm not making enough money, I'm not dressing properly, I don't have my shit together, and it's really, really, really disheartening and exhausting. But I'm slowly like getting into more of a, okay, you got this, like a balance type of thing. Like, I'm not gonna feel the best like all the time, and I just feel like, you know, that needs to be more normalized, because people aren't always on a upward thing, and I need to understand that. Like, it's up and down no matter who it is, and no matter how much social media portrays the perfects of perfect, it's not like that for real. Like, it's a lie, it's a scam, right? And I don't know, I just feel like, especially when it comes to showing people my life, sometimes I feel like I've personally just made missteps on how to handle things and how to deal with things personally, as well as on camera. And I don't know, I just feel like with the responsibility of kind of being so young and having thousands of people look to me as kind of like a big sister, which doesn't bother me, but it sometimes does put a pressure on me to, oh my gosh, am I gonna say the right thing or the wrong thing? And like, I just don't want to fail other people. Like, I feel like I failed my younger self, so I try to really just go not above and beyond, but I kind of push myself a little more when it comes to talking to y'all about certain things, because I don't want y'all to do the same thing I did. I try to be there for y'all, you know, because I feel like that's a part of my responsibility as somebody who makes content and somebody who is looked at for content, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm doing it wrong. The video is gonna be very like vulnerable, and I'm gonna be really uncomfortable editing it and posting it, but you know, shit happens and it's time to be vulnerable after a while. It's been a while. When I was just kind of asking you guys what people did at sleepovers, a lot of y'all were like, talk shit, like, maybe not talk shit. I'm more of a gossipy type. I'm not about to sit up here and act like I don't get entertained by drama. I'm human. I'm not about to say I'm above it all, because I'm not. I'm a regular old girl who just happens to be doing this shit on camera and for the world to see. And I'm not about to sit up here in front like I probably used to when I was 16 and be like, oh, I'm above all the drama. No, you're not. Sometimes I'll be steeping, especially when it's not in my personal life. Girl, I'll be entertained. It's like WWE for me. I just feel like anybody who says that they're not entertained by drama is lying. Is lying, because y'all be watching them drama videos on YouTube. I'm really, like, this really feels like FaceTime at the moment. So I'm on Twitter right now, and this tweet says, why car insurance don't cover stuff the car needs, like maintenance, tires, brakes, because insurance is a fucking scam. And I feel like when I became an adult, I didn't realize how much of a scam adulting was until I got here. And it's very, very, very tiresome and very, very, very exhausting and very, very, very expensive to be fucking up. So they tell you, oh my gosh, don't fuck up this, don't fuck up that when you're an adult, but nobody teaches you how to do it properly and how to do it safely and how to adult in the way that you need to, so you don't fail. So I'm gonna scroll through Twitter for a little bit, just because that's what I do like every night. So Shallon looks so good. Look how good she looks. Shallon looks so good. Oh my god, like, come on, girl. I'm too sexy for this, too sexy for your girl. Something I also wanted to kind of discuss in this video was kind of like a oh, sorry, Casual, you almost just got ran the fuck over. I gotta close these because nobody's about to be peeping at us through the window. I think I'm ready to take this face mask off and do my next one. Okay, so we're back in the bathroom. I know y'all are probably tired of seeing my bathroom in every single one of my videos. Trust me, I am too, but there's only so many places I could fucking go. It says this face mask is like supposed to sit on for 10 minutes, which I did, and then you can store this in a refrigerator. I don't understand what this is exactly supposed to do. Like, I'm so lost, but it was refreshing. How was yours? Was yours good? Like, did you enjoy it? Oh, my face is all serum-y now. I love that feeling, like serum on your skin. It feels so good. Ugh, I feel so refreshed. I drank a Red Bull before this because I wasn't sure how late you wanted to stay up, but like, you know, I don't know. Yeah, but what was I saying? I really wanted to have like a deep kind of boy talk, because I feel like when it comes to relationships, I definitely have become more closed off to social media, but it wasn't for any valid reason. If you've been here for a while, you know that like I went through a pretty rough breakup with my most recent— oh wait, I have my jade roller, hold on, I could be using that. I went through a pretty rough breakup with my ex-boyfriend, and it kind of being a public breakup was just so like, it was a lot for me, and it took such a big toll on my mental health. Like, the breakup was hard on my mental health as it was, but it being plastered all over social media and me having to deal with like the repercussions of showing someone on social media after a breakup is just so like, it's too much. Like, even for the strongest people, it's a lot. I think I finally got to the point where I can kind of talk about like kind of how I felt about it, because I feel like at the time, or just like, you know, as time went on, I just feel like bringing it up wouldn't be, you know, kind of smart. But I'm just talking about like my end, like not what happened or anything, because at the end of the day, it is my story and I don't want to overshare again. But just me being a 17-year-old facing not the world, but potentially the world when it comes to a public breakup is ridiculous, because constantly having to defend myself, having to constantly defend and explain, re-explain when people were lost, like weren't caught up, it was just exhausting, because it was like a constant reminder. And at the time, I just felt like I failed, because like I had a bunch of people looking up to me, and it wasn't embarrassing, because losing relationships is normal when it comes to getting older, but I definitely feel like I let some people down in a way. I don't know why exactly, but I did. Oh, my skin looks so good. Do you see it? Oh my god. But I definitely feel like I let some people down in a way. Also, I have like this little thing that's supposed to make your jawline like skinny. I don't know, but I've been trying it for a couple days. But I definitely feel like I let people down in a way, because I feel like I definitely handled it wrong, and I definitely just feel like, I don't know, I just did it wrong, and I was letting people down because I was making it seem like this really chill thing on camera, and in reality my life was going to absolute shit when that happened. And me trying to keep my composure on top of trying to tell thousands of people like, hey, like this isn't happening anymore, like can we not bring it up? and then it's still being brought up for months, and me taking forever to move on because it was constantly being brought up for months was exhausting. Like, usually when you tell like friends and stuff, like when we tell each other about breakups, it's like over and done, like one and done. We only bring it up in conversation if it's situational, you know. But if you're telling thousands of people who, you know, aren't in your inner circle, they're more like associates or like distant relatives and stuff like that who you have to catch up with like twice a year, it's like they constantly ask about this stuff because they don't know. So like, can you imagine how like the kind of recovering process was, and like just trying to move on, but like it almost being impossible to move on at the time because you're constantly being asked about it. Like, I don't know, it was a lot for a 17-year-old. Okay, this feels really good. Can you like let me know in the comments down below if you're doing like skincare with me, because if you are, I appreciate you so much. And honestly, this is like a diary almost. Like, this is literally how I talk to my friends, but I'm sorry if it seems a little too like informal. But so since we're on the topic of like relationships, a lot of people ask me like, as I get older, my viewers get older. Also, I'm putting on this morning goggle eye mask. It's supposed to brighten and protect. I don't know what the fuck. A lot of people ask me like, as I get older, my viewers get older, like we go through different things, and as you get older, oh, this is fire. Oh my god, look how cool it looks. Holy shit, I gotta go get you one of these for real. Like, oh my god, I wish they would just sell like the serums that are on these things that they're soaking in like separately in bottles. But you know, you win some and you lose some. But you know, as my viewers get older and I get older, and with getting older you experience like different things. I definitely feel like something that I have become more open with not only myself but you guys is my sexuality. As many of you may not know, I identify as bisexual. Woo, alphabet community, ha! Because I have just found that I am sexually attracted to both men and women. But what comes with sexuality, when people think of it, it goes automatically to sex, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like when it comes to my personal like life and experiences, I've been very open about that, even though I feel like my experiences could benefit some people. Like, a lot of people ask me like, what's the first time, like da da da, and I had to like tiptoe around like my personal experience and stuff like that, because digital footprints, future jobs, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, I feel like I have a responsibility, and I feel like I can talk about things like that while also keeping myself safe and helping other people, if that makes sense. Like, if I want to talk about my first time, which was a disaster, I want to talk about that, and I want to be able to tell people this is how you avoid things like that, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like sex is just a taboo ass thing anyway. It further not being talked about is not helping anybody, and I just feel like I played my role in that in a negative way. And like, I can sit here and say like, yeah, I definitely feel like I should have talked about it when, you know, when I was ready, of course. And I feel like there's a lot of, well, it's none of people's business like when it comes to stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we love the term normalize, right? And we love not seeing people fail. So in my personal opinion, if you're helping people avoid bad experiences and continuing to be safe, why shouldn't we talk about it? Why shouldn't we talk about our experiences? Why shouldn't we, you know, just kind of discuss and be more open with it, if that makes any sense? And I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those things that I feel like I failed you guys on, because I would be so open about stuff like that, like on my spam, but like when it comes to YouTube, I wouldn't utter a word, you know, just for reasons to keep my image up. And I feel like that's such a disservice to not only me but you guys, because once again, you guys look up to me like I'm a big sister, and like, I just feel like as a big sister, it's my responsibility to kind of help you out when it comes to stuff like that, because I want you to be safe and things like that, and I don't want you to end up how I ended up. Although I don't think I would ever tell my specific story in detail, I could drop, you know, stuff along the way, because there's a really thin line between protecting myself and keeping my personal stuff personal and helping people, and I'm still trying to figure that out, like, as I do this whole like social media thing. Can't get over how fire this shit is. Like, don't this look cool? Like, this is so tough. This is so cool. I feel like, what's her name? Elastigirl. I feel like an incredible. I'm Jack. So I've been sitting in here just like thinking and kind of pondering on life right now. I feel like I'm in the transition period into a new era. I just feel like it's time for extreme growth because my self-confidence has grown a lot, and with my self-confidence growing, I feel like I deserve better than what I'm giving myself and how I'm actually treating myself. And with that comes new style, new hairstyles, how I carry myself, how I take care of myself, how I do myself in school, how I keep up with just my personal life, and mainly just how I do me. And right now I just feel like I'm in that really awkward phase where like I'm at the end of an era, but like my new era hasn't started yet. Like it's a filler episode, so like I'm really excited to see like where I take myself in the next couple days, weeks, months, and see where I'm at honestly in my new chapter in my life. And honestly, I love the girl I'm becoming. I feel like she's strong, she's independent, she's not wise, but she has some street smarts. She's not the best financially responsible person, but she's working to get there. She does good in school, she has some sort of style, but is working to evolve that and step more out of her comfort zone when it comes to that. And I can go on and on and on, but y'all probably don't want to hear me talk about yourself, but I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is your sign to just go ahead, write down everything you like about your current self and sleep on it. Simple. Speaking of sleeping on it, why am I low-key getting sleepy? This whole video is just like a diary for me, just to talk and like let everything out. I just feel like when it comes to, you know, getting more comfortable on camera again, I feel like I definitely just have to realize like I can share things in a way that kind of just makes me not seem overly dramatic and not overshare, if that makes sense. I'm currently doing the rest of my skincare routine because I forgot my facial cleanser. I don't know how I forgot my facial cleanser, but like I hope you don't mind me using stuff like this like in your cabinet, because like I know people using like other people's things can get a little annoying, but I'm just glad we're as close as we are so I can feel like I can do my entire over the top several step skincare routine in this video. So if you want more on like my skincare routine and stuff like that, even though I sent you like the rough draft, and since we're friends and everything, I'm just kind of assuming that you watched my hygiene routine. I'm just gonna assume that you watched it and you saw my favorite products and like what I use and everything on there already. But correct me if I'm wrong, but if you haven't, I can resend like the link or something, or like in the card in the video, or like just text it to you, if that makes sense. Whatever works for you, really. If you haven't had time to watch it, I totally understand. School is starting to be absolutely ridiculous, and it's about to be midterms by the time, you know, we kind of connect and do like our little sleepover. I'm kind of thinking of doing little monthly sleepovers, or just like ramble videos where I just kind of go around and do a night in my life and, you know, just kind of show what's going on, because I had a specific vision for how like our first sleepover was going to go, but it definitely took a turn, a way more chill turn. I was gonna try to do the absolute fucking most, but with sleepovers, I just feel like since I'm having like my first official one with you, it's like we don't need to do the most, because we just have fun talking and kind of opening up, if that makes sense. Doing things with just like rambling, you make me feel safe enough to kind of talk about the things that I've talked about, especially because, you know, you're just so understanding and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just appreciate you for listening and let me ramble. I know it probably isn't the most interesting sleepover, but maybe the next time it'll be more interesting. Might go out for midnight snacks or anything like that. We definitely just kept it chill today. Like, it was fun, even though we just did a face mask and talked. I feel like, you know, set the tone, set the vibe, because, you know, I want to be more open with you all, and I feel like this is my first step of doing it, kind of more unfiltered, talk about what I'm thinking instead of trying to make everything a calculated business move. Really could just wake up and act like a person, because that's what I am. I gotta realize like it's okay to open up. It's okay to open up. It's about that time of night. Ow, Curology. So it's about that time of night. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this bonnet on because it's about that time. It's funny because Curology is actually sponsoring this video, and I was planning to do skincare and stuff. I was planning to do this video for a while, but it definitely took a different turn than what I originally wanted it to be. And y'all know I'm a long time, like, you know, I'm a long time user at Curology. Like, we've been friends for a while. Like, you know that I've been using them for a long time. So when they reached out to work with me again, I was so happy because like I love y'all. Like y'all are the absolute best. Like I don't know where I would be without y'all. Leaving my skin so pretty. I don't know if like you personally have tried Curology. I definitely will say if you're definitely looking into trying, you can definitely use the link down below in my description to try it out. They told me that, or just like I personally know from like having them, when I got my first bottle, all I had to pay for was shipping, which I think is like $4.95, $5, something in that range. And you can get your first free bottle and you're literally just paying for shipping. Then you have like your trial bottle, try it out, talk to your like specialized person, get what you need in your bottle and formula, and see where it takes your skin. Me personally, I've had some of the best experiences with Curology. I feel like my skin looks at its best when I use Curology, so I definitely recommend if you're looking to try something new and don't know where to start. And if it doesn't work, you can easily get it adjusted and things like that, so I feel like it's just a win-win for everybody. It's about that time of night where I'm just ready to lay down and go to bed. It's currently what time? It's currently 11:17. Your bestie is tired. I feel like when you sleep more, your skin hits a little different, so I've been going in on the self-care and the sleeping. And sorry, I'm trying to like plug in my laptop so it can charge overnight, but I know when you sleep more, your skin tends to do like a thing, like it tends to clear up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the hay. We're gonna talk in the morning when we make breakfast and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for like inviting me over and like having us like have quality time. I'm gonna go ahead and see you in the morning. So good night, love you so much. I'll see you in a couple hours. Good night. Are you awake? So sorry to run out on you like this, but I just remembered that I have a class today and I went ahead and got ready for it. So if it's okay, can I just leave you like some food or like some money that you can like use to get food? Because I don't want to leave you like hungry, like that's rude. And of course, since you're staying at my house, you can just leave whenever you want. Just lock the door on the way out. I'm so sorry to run out on you like this. I forgot. It's a school night and us girlies have to stick together and get them grades. So I'm just gonna go ahead, run out. I will see you on the next sleepover, I guess. I don't know, we have to see. But thank you so much for spending time with me. If you like spending time with me, communicate with that with me through a like button, and I will see you later. You feel me? Yeah.